It's generally recognized that the most dangerous tool in the knife maker's shop is this innocent-looking little tool, the buffer. Buffers are tools which use a rapidly rotating buff charged with fine abrasives to put an even shine on materials. They're commonly used for polishing knife blades, scabbards, and handles. Personally, I'm not a fan of mirror polished blades, but if you are, a buffer is absolutely essential equipment. This buffer is a dedicated model with a fairly powerful motor, but you can also buy smaller models, benchtop models, and even tiny buffers intended for buffing jewelry. You can also adapt small bench grinders for use as buffers, allowing you to kill two birds with one stone. This is a Grizzly model with a 3/4 horse motor running at 1750 RPM. Whatever you use, they all function the same way. Using a dedicated model like this is ideal though. By mounting it on a pedestal, you have plenty of clearance to move even fairly sizable pieces of work. If you buy a buffer, you'll want to give some thought to what use you intend for the machine. Soft muslin buffs like this are best for softer materials like wooden handles and scabbards. If you're planning to use the buffer mainly for mirror polishing steel, you'll need harder buffs such as this. You'll also need to buy a variety of polishing compounds. There are a ton of different polishing compounds out there, some aimed primarily at softer materials like wood, lacquers, and plastic, some at non-ferrous metals, and some at ferrous metals. Don't be intimidated by the choices. Do a little research in books, magazines, videos, or the internet, and then experiment. If a technique or type of polishing compound doesn't work for you, try something different. The key, as with sandpaper, is to get a nice, flat surface, then proceed through a series of increasingly fine grits, getting rid of all the previous grit scratches as you move up to finer and finer grits. I mentioned earlier that buffers were dangerous. The thing you have to watch for is that they love grabbing things out of your hands and hurling them across the shop at fairly high speeds. If a knife bounces, it can fly back and seriously injure you. That's no reason to avoid buffers, it just means you have to be very, very careful, holding your work tightly with both hands, bracing yourself, and not jamming the work into the buffer in such a way that it tends to grab it. Don't let that chase you off from using buffers, though. If you want to bring out the deepest shine possible in a material, you gotta have a buffer.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my channel and check out my website, WalterSorrellsBlades.com, where you can find a more comprehensive and complete version of all these tool videos that I've posted here on YouTube.